almost too much.
Electric mirror. No, I cracked it.
Yeah, that's pretty close. But I bet they'd be $100 or more for the boots. So how often I wear them? Almost never.
Yeah.
The quarter fams are around 100. I got the cheaper ones. The good ones are got leather soles on them. Much better quality shoe. The trouble with that is if you ever try to walk on ice with a leather sole shoe, you are gonna bust your butt. Now these got this some sort of man-made material with little grippy like things on the bottom, and I can walk on ice pretty good with it. But I always kind of want to go back to the leather soles, but you know, I'm not interested in going slipping and sliding all over an irregular iced cemetery. It was sobering yesterday when we went there. We're standing next to a grave, and I'm looking down. And this guy was born in '53, right?
Yeah.
Died in '23.
Yeah.
He was a nom as a Marine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, there's a lot similar between me and him.
Yeah.
And he has passed on.
Yeah.
He was 70, I'm 73.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty sobering. Mom's going to be 71. 2 more years, Mom will have to start taking out of her 401k.
Yeah.
Just where we're at, since they changed that law.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because it used to be it was 70 and they changed it to 72 and now it's to 73.
I'm really glad you have a 401k to take out.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but it is good to have. It just is an emergency.
W0 ND Mobile.
Change it back, man.
You can't, like the one guy says, you can't take it with you.
No, and
And if you can't transfer it to your kids, then
CW, behave yourself.
Big Dave.
I don't know if you can transfer 401k to your kids.
Good morning, Dave.
If you die, you can, but you have to be allowed to inherit.
There's John. He's just driving to coffee. I see him on the stoplight. And how are you doing this morning? Pretty good. I'm in coffee. We'll see you in a bit. Oh, okay. That sounds good. I just came from the repeater. And double clicking RF, I dropped it down to 4 watts. Repeater down to 4 watts right now. It's running 4 watts. And we don't have the clicking. Yeah, we got RF issues there.
There's a lot of RF in that building, I'm sure.
Yeah. The question is, what is it? You know. The funny thing is, the UHF repeater just works.
Guess you must have turned off the radio.
Yeah, well,
W0 ND mobile.
Huh?
QHF.
Yeah. I don't mind the double clicks. Just, you know, I don't know why we need the controller. You know, I don't really. We put it on there when we were doing IRLP. We're not doing IRLP, and we don't need to.
Well, yeah, but the IRLP is dead.
And we don't need to bring the weather radio through there either.
No.
So why do we have this expensive
I don't
controller?
know.
Why can't we just go to that $40 one and plug it in, or leave it on CW? You know, it doesn't really matter. The UHF ones, the CW.
Somebody wanted something at one time,
And it made sense at the time.
Yeah.
But see, the computer to do that too has been repurposed down at the club site. It's not being used for IRLP anymore. So unless he's using it as a way to work remotely with it, I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand why we're using it.
I don't know why you use that.
Yeah, my opinion is like, I'd say just pull it out. Stick it on the shelf down in the club stations. It's out of the way.
Did Ralph get voted in as president?
Huh?
Did Ralph get voted in as president?
Yep. And Bob said he would go on as vice president. So we got Bob as vice president for a year, Bob and Robert and Ralph as president. Jerry's still trustee and secretary, and Kirk is still treasurer.
Since when?
And then he's still whatever Lynn is.
Yeah, vice president.
He's sectional.
Yeah, he's
regional
the regional
director or
senior
something.
vice president or whatever.
Regional assistant or
Yeah,
something like
whatever
that.
it was.
Yeah, there we are, having fun at the factory. Yay. Wonderful, wonderful. And it's running right along. But. I'm assuming you're going to have a ham fest in Fargo in February.
Probably.
Might be fun to go to that, or not. Or not. Especially if the weather's still warm.
Well, let's see, 2 hours I spent in the car driving around looking at crystal sites. And I was on mega doses of painkiller.
Well, we would get out.
And my knee still hurts.
We would get out everything.
And my ankles are still hurting from that.
We'd get out in Washburn, and we would get out and walk around and jump up and down.
By the time I got to Fargo, though, I probably wouldn't do nothing but laying down.
Well, yeah. Just can't do it in the car, unfortunately.
No.
That was the disadvantage of going from the van to the...
Yes. So,
the advantage was of this was that it was all-wheel drive and significantly newer. Remind me that when I get it paid off. But yeah, the van was better, but it did pretty good in icing that too. But it just doesn't have what all-wheel drive will do. But if one tire went bad in the van, you only needed to replace one tire, not four. Same thing in the Durango, same problem. On the truck, you can replace one and it's not a problem. So, all-wheel drive, I don't, might have been better to stick with what we had. And it might have lasted a very long time, but it's $150,000.
Well, at least buying something new, you get more on if you sell it later.
Well, yeah, and that is a possibility, but we got to pay it off.
Yes.
So that's what we're working at right now. Looks like Lynn's got my spot.
Yep. Well, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's a pretty narrow spot there.
Yeah.
And that is not such a bad spot there. I'll just let you out here and then we'll park. How's that? Like, why didn't I realize that? Yeah. I forgot about why you needed the third duplexer, and I went, well, I should have known that. Why didn't I think that? Delta's here. Yeah, Delta.
Well, today's payday.
Yep, we did get paid. And we got Jennifer's stuff sorted out. And we'll just have to deal with it. It's the way it is, so. Check a bunch more stuff on it and try to figure out what's going on.
Hey, She got her insurance thing all settled up.
Yeah, it's all messed up, but it's settled out. What we thought we understood was they were going to charge $40 a month. Well, in reality, they ended up going to have to charge $87 a month, which is $45 a payday.
Ouch.
Okay, but the startup, because they did it wrong, the startup's going to charge her for January and February in the month of January.
Oh boy.
So she's got to come up with 87 twice.
Oh God.
Which is going to hurt.
Yeah, it is.
But then the next month after that, it'll be $45 a payday, which is a lot better. But she still hasn't got her money back from State Farm.
No.
For that game that they did. So maybe have to cushion her a little bit on some of that. We did get the 3 things locked, canceled, so we can worry about paying them off.
Yep. I got her a stand for her tablet, same one I have.
Yeah.
That was only like $20.
Did you ever make that work in any of the cars? Like you wanted it to? No?
I mean, I got it in the van. I got it to sort of work. I really haven't played with it in the Pilot.
Okay.
I don't even know where the damn thing is. I don't know if they're in the back of the Pilot or not. I mean, I could try again.
I don't think they're in the back of the Pilot.
I don't know where they're.
We'll have to dig around.
Whether they're in the Durango or the truck, I don't know.
Or in a box.
Or in the house somewhere.
Got lots of stuff to dig through and sort out. Let's see if we got any mail or not.
Well, we know we have that one piece of mail.
Yeah, good point.
Whether we have any other mail, I don't know.
Army. That's good.
You know what's funny? Different guy, same sign from before.
Yeah, maybe read the sign. Yeah.
No, I noticed the sign is exactly the same because I noticed the 1D is exactly the same.
Okay.
From the top as the other one was.
Okay.
It's the same sign but a different person.
Okay. Well, there we are.
Who knows? Who knows? Still, it's got to be cold standing out here, regardless.
Yes, it is. I'm just.
You know, it's in the high 30s.
I'm just suspicious of folks that
oh yeah
are working it all the time. If it's a real veteran with real disabilities, he can get some money from the VA. Now, is it enough money? It might not be.
Yeah.
But he might need to work this to fill in the gaps. But he's going to get veterans preference.
Well, you'd assume if he can stand out on the corner all day,
he's a pretty good
he
shape.
can stand up and flip burgers too,
or something else.
Yeah.
You know,
especially the amount of money they're paying people to flip burgers these days.
Well, money ain't worth what it used to be.
Well, I get that. California went up their minimum wage now for
that's why they got
first line employees is
that's why they got less workers now.
Is from going up from $16 an hour to $20 an hour.
That's why they're getting rid of people.
They're now that they're doing that forced thing in California like that. They're firing all the delivery drivers for all these pizza companies.
Which that worked out so well. The communists did. Yeah.
So now, if you want to get your orders delivered, you have to go through Uber Eats, which charges their own employees. Yeah.
Again, the government screwed it up.
It's going to cost more for Uber Eats to come get your stuff than
it was.
Yeah.
But they told you how they fixed it. But they did cause the problem. Yeah. But they're telling they got
so now they're going to fire all their employees that deliver, but but they're still going to raise prices.
Yeah, well then. Yeah.
Like I said, you get to the point where I mean, pizza delivery now is too expensive to do it. I mean,
if you can't drive out and get it, then you can't. But
well, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to go to Walmart with their Walmart. It's cheaper actually to play that Walmart Plus thing for $100 a year, or $50 a year if you get the nice little deal when they put it out. It's easier to go into Walmart and just pick up 2 DiGiorno's, and it's roughly the same size as these pizzas you get from the pizza company.
They're not as
and
good.
It's $20.
They're not as good as the pizzas from the pizza company, I don't think.
Actually, I think they're better in some.
Yeah.
Maybe not Pop Murphy's, but I mean, better than stuff
I
you're
would
getting
think
from Domino's.
I think Domino's is better myself.
Yeah, but they're expensive.
Yes.
When you can get 2 pizzas from Walmart for $20.
They're not as good. But anyhow.
Well,
when we had delivery for
pizza's
Domino's,
decent.
I thought it was pretty good.
It is and isn't.
It ain't necessarily cheap, but neither is anything else.
No. I mean, and it would be cheaper if you went to the Walmart store and bought them, because they're all like $7 a piece.
Except that you have to go to Walmart to do it.
Yeah, that's the only little issue there.
And nobody wants to go to Walmart tonight.
No.
I have to go over there.
If you didn't have a lot of stuff in your freezer, then having them bring it to your house, say like you had like a week's worth of these things, then it would make sense.
Well, Barry was doing that for a while on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, we can make a run,
I didn't use that heat pad on my back. I think now that I put it down my lower back, I've had less pain there.
No, that's good.
Increasing blood circulation or helping eke up some of the inflammation.
Whatever works. If it works, it works.
Yeah. Well, it's done a wonder for my middle one back. Start putting it on the lower buttocks area back part there. That's more of the annoyance. See how that does.
Turn left, right, or whatever.
Street.
Yeah. It's easier to turn right and loop around than it is to wait all day for it.
Especially this time of day.
Yeah. Go with where it lets you float and double back around.
Yeah.
cars they used to have over there.
They can't sell anything.
Well, yeah. They're waiting for the bus. Is that a bus stop? Maybe.
No, it was a bus stop here.
I'm just saying that is a bus stop there. I don't know. Across the street, they
think
got one of
so.
those bus stop shelter things.
Or they're just waiting across the street.
That could be better to wait at the corner.
Yeah, well, they would think that, but no. There you
Yeah,
go.
looks like they're waiting for something. Not sure what. There
Across the
goes
street.
the run.
Mhm.